Got this saw yesterday. It was my dad's, and he doesn't ever use it. These aren't really shop racks. These were a piece of a t-shirt, but that's okay. We're gonna take these bar nuts and loosen them up. So it looks like the chain brake is somehow attached, so it just comes off. So I'm not sure how to extend the bar if I need to tighten it, which can happen if it gets too warm. It looks like maybe I have two options in here. That's the inside. Like what spins and makes it work. So I'm gonna look at that. I might have to buy a replacement for this depending on how worn down it is. Really, right now I just want to clean this. I wish I had compressed air. I guess I'll sharpen this chain too. I want to get a new bar. This one's a little long for what I want to do with this saw. I don't think this is the kind I can remove myself. I'm just going to check and see if it's worn down. On the inside. Fuck. That totally is. That's super bad. That would be super unsafe. That could slip right off. I need a few replacement parts. The carbon lock is pretty good. That's not what it's called. It has a different name, but I checked the filter yesterday. So that's in here. But I will do it again for the sake of demonstration. So here it is. Pretty clean. It has some cobwebs on it, which I thought was kind of weird. There's been some serious spiders that have gone up in here. Uh-oh. This is the filter. This is the kind of thing, so if you're using a saw regularly, like a logger might, what they recommend is you replace this. Pretty damn awesome. But you should clean it every day. And you can do that with soap and water. So I really want to make sure that's on nice and tight, because if it isn't, all sorts of nonsense to get into my engine, which I really don't want, obviously. It would ruin the engine. They're dead spiders. Exciting. French is great for cleaning also. I don't want to take apart too much of this, but I really don't love how gross it looks. I don't want to take it in. It's looking so nasty. It looks like an earwig. Oh, this is a weird chain brake, or chain cap. I have a gun cleaning kit. I wonder if that would have some stuff I could use for this in the future. I mean, all the like oils in it, obviously not. But I don't want to put anything other than bar oil in this, but I think it could be handy to have all the cleaning tools. Like there's a really good cleaning rod or barrel that might be really good for this. I think it would be really cool to learn more about chainsaw maintenance so I didn't have to take it in, especially for this piece. I know you can really mess up a saw if you do that wrong. But it's a piece that like on a pro saw, like the Husqvarnas and the Steels, some of them don't have it, but the newer ones have an outside access and it makes it a lot easier to replace them. I think they assume that a homeowner saw is not going to be run as much and that people are fine taking it in, which is true. They are correct. I definitely would not. I don't think any loggers are using this. This is probably a stupid thing to be doing with this bar. I want a smaller bar. This one's like a little bit long. I don't need that much, and I prefer to have a little more power and a shorter bar so that it's a little more efficient. I mean, I'm really just going to be bucking up small trees with this, so I don't need to have like a ton. Like I'm not going to be cutting down a redwood anytime soon. So they use really cool stuff for that. As much as I don't need it, it's pretty awesome to see like bars longer than a foot being actually useful and not just like an ego thing. Because a lot of people will get a large bar to look cool, which is like so stupid because it's fuel inefficient and is going to make an operating saw's life a lot harder than it has to be. I would like for the saw to do as much of the work as possible. I wonder if it would be stupid to take this off. I really want it clean, and I don't think it's a terrible idea. I really need one of those like screw pans, but I'm not risking losing this shit. I don't want to find this really oddly specific piece at the hardware store or chainsaw store, you know. Oh, am I gonna have to? I don't want to remove the grip right now. I don't think I have to. Instead, neat. That pops right out. That's super convenient. Here's the inside of the pull cord. Pretty gross right now. There's a lot of oil than I was expecting. Maybe a bad sign, but that may be okay. This is like brushing my teeth, but cool. I think I'll color grade this video to make it look like Twilight. I feel like that's cool. Some wiring stuff in here. I mean, I wonder if these cobwebs would burn off if they're actually run. God, these parts have not been cleaned ever. Okay. That's gonna require me to come back to this at some point. Once I have shop rags and some sort of like a soap. I feel like I want like a needle to get in here. I don't know if I should start from this chain. I feel like it'd be cool. I don't really need to if I'm buying a new one, but I feel like it's always good to have an extra sharp chain. Really am frustrated with how hard it is to remove. Let's go some. Maybe I'll try to start it. I don't have scraps though. I won't be cutting anything. My hands are all cut up right now. I spent a lot of the day working with zucchini, squash, and cucumber plants. And they have pretty awful spines on them. So my hands are pretty gnarly. Look at those oils. And they have rust on them from earlier too. I'm gonna sit all these runners. Right there. In there. Sit on the top and then pull it out. A little loose. I'm gonna throw this on here. It looks like this panel can be moved, but not in the traditional way from an external thing. Like, that's super weird. I've never really operated a homeowner line saw before, so a lot of this is like unfamiliar territory for me. And this chain is kind of crazy. That is the thing, you really can't take this off. I guess there wasn't an adjustment screw, but you can't mess with this if your chain brake isn't off. Which mine was off when I was at them. In the clear. Cool little safety for the trigger, like a secondary one. Like this is a regular, it's got this button. And there's the pressure line. You disengage it by pulling the trigger, which seems a little silly, but it can keep the trigger up for some reason. It doesn't inspire a ton of confidence in me. Let's see if we can start it. Pull this choke out. This doesn't have a plunger. That's kind of crazy. Okay. Oh, I'm supposed to put gas in it. Okay, we turn over. Kind of took off. Pull the bar a little bit, and then if we have some slack to work with, I didn't turn it over. It's on that